Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Listen, I'm gonna keep this one right to the point. We had weak jobs, which was actually good for the stock market, right? So it raises the idea that the Fed may, in fact, do a rate cut this year. Though personally, this was good for the market. So weak jobs is actually good for the stock market, which is not good overall, but I get it. So now that the jobs came in weak, that means that the Fed may start, cutting interest rates. So the Fed may cut interest rates, right? So we don't know by how much, how many, and by how much. But we also know that today's jobs came on the back of yesterday's Apple's earning, which was really good. Tim Cook's forward guidance was really good. So big tech is doing really good at the time of filming this. So big tech is doing well, right? And just like I said, I'm gonna make this straight to the point. If you are just overly bearish, meaning that every single day you did not invest because you were waiting for the market to fall, just realize that you have left a lot of money on the table, and you can get in and trade. I still have a lot of dry powder myself personally, but you can trade responsibly and invest responsibly. That's why when Tesla went down, I bought it. That's why when Meta went down, I bought it. And I shared it with you guys. I shared it with the family, because at these prices of when they get hit, I just believe that in the long term, not right away, that we will be profitable. But Apple, my investments in Apple, as you guys see, in the last month, I'm profitable. My investments into Tesla and Meta, just short term, I'm profitable, right? Now, once you get in profit, a lot of people ask, what about your DCA? Once you get in profit, you can start setting your stop losses. And I just wouldn't set them tight, but you can set your stop losses. For those of you that want zero risk, you can set your stop losses tight, meaning you can set them at 5% if you're up 10, 20%. If you're up 20%, you can set it at 10%. You see what I mean? So everything is not one size fit all, because some of us have some of these stocks extremely cheap. So we can allow more room for our stop losses, all right? But the market is looking good, especially it being a Friday. Now, I could be making this video and just 30 minutes before market close, it literally could do a reversal, right? And sorry, I'm out here by the Air Force Base, and there's a big military copter coming by. All right, so you can responsibly invest, swing trade, and of course, for those of you that's doing options, you can do that. All right. So hey, Josh is out here with me. I'm about to wrap this up, keeping this short and to the point. I was just talking about how it is good even when people are saying the bottom is going to fall out. I was just saying how you can't be overly bearish because you miss a lot of profits. What do you got to add to that?
Well,
but I also talked about Tesla, how we did good with Tesla, Apple, and Meta. But go ahead.
Apple had an incredible jump today. The call options were very inexpensive. It was a great play for doing a lotto trade. It absolutely had an explosive move. Now, my premise is that the Fed's going to cut in September, and I don't see why we won't return to the top of the range on the S&P 500 and continue to move up until we get closer to his cut. Everybody knows that when the Fed cuts, maybe in September, the market will pull back a minimum of a 20%.
Exactly.
So it's going to continue to run this little pullback. I mean, I cannot tell you, Larry, how many times, almost every video that I've done, we've been talking about it the last couple of weeks. exactly what we expected. A 6% correction,
Right.
a full move back to the top.
And back.
This week's
Yes.
strong candle confirmed what I had projected to you guys. Now, we're going to get little pullbacks, right?
Right.
Those are buying opportunities
Yes.
until we get back to 53 to
It's-
5,500 on the S&P.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Are you sure you're finished?
I'm complete, man.
You
I'm
sure?
complete.
Because I
Larry-
don't interrupt people.
I think you taught me how to interrupt.
So here's what I want to say in closing. When the Fed rates starts getting cut, when the Fed start cutting interest rates, and let's just say there's a 22% pullback. That's not bad news. That's good news. That's good timing, because we will know exactly when to buy and what to buy.
Yep.
What will we be buying? We will be buying, we will look into sectors, and I want you guys to Google that usually get hit when this happens. Is it small caps? Is it tech? I want you guys to Google that. What normally happens when the Fed starts cutting interest rates, and what market sector gets hit the worst?
Well, we know that
because that's where the opportunity is.
And I'll throw this out there,
Yes.
Larry, that one of the things that I think we could say is that when the Fed begins to cut rates, that makes money a little bit easier to go to the Russell, to the small cap companies. It's the big cap that have been running because they had the money. But when he begins to ease, then it provides a little bit more money to the small caps. And so you might begin to see them begin to move.
Right. And we can't truly get into the next true bull run until all of this takes place.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to leave it right there. We got our wives on the other side there standing here. We just took a little time while we're conducting business to enjoy some of this beach and some of
This
this
is a
weather.
business trip, isn't it, Larry?
This is business. All right. So listen, make sure you guys click the links below and take advantage. Take advantage of Moomoo. Take advantage of the Patreon where Josh, myself, Stockmo, and Keenan Grace are in it. And for goodness sake, for those of you that have not invested in yourselves, make sure you take the class Stock Up You. Come and join thousands of us as we teach you how to make money in this stock market. But my theory, for those of you that think I'm using all of these big terms, my theory in Stock Up You is talk to me like I'm 3. And Josh is in there teaching technicals. Here comes another copter.
And let me
go ahead.
Well, I just want to throw out something about the Patreon. This week, I gave repeated signals on NVIDIA, and I gave a target of entering calls at 8:18. I think it went all the way down to 8:13, and at 8:18, I said, guys, this can end at 8:81.
Yep.
Well, we hit 8:85. We're talking a huge, monumental win there, guys. It would pay for years of the Patreon, so don't sleep on it.
There you go. Everybody that has the Patreon, you need to take Stock Up You. Everybody that has Stock Up You, you need to join the Patreon, because you can take the information that you use. Josh teaches you very basic technicals for beginners of how to find support, when to buy and when to sell. Then Josh, myself, Mo, and Keenan, we give you guys the hot plays. Then you can apply the things that you learn, okay? So start somewhere today, all right? We're going to leave it right there, man.
Sounds good, man.
All right, live, love, laugh,
Enjoy yourselves.
and learn. And I got to go shave. Peace.